Oh, that's so cool. Oh my God. All right, here we go. Is this the first person perspective? Why does this train seem so... Oh, weird. That elevator's quite quick. I mean, compared to a lift hill. Yeah. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, I have done some decorations. It's time for a park spotlight, if you will. Holy good googly moogly. Everything that you're seeing here that I have added, integrated, and detailed actually only took me 20 minutes. Now, mind you, I didn't do a painstakingly detailed job. Basically, what I did is I just went into scenery and I went to foliage, desert, and I used these. That was what I used for my foliage pass. Then I also did rocks, and that's it. So there's a lot to go through here. If you look at all of the assets in the game, I think the developer said there's over 800 scenery pieces, and that's not even including modular structures or modular build pieces. And there's probably another 1,000 plus there. I'm not going to get into modular building and making my own, although there are prefabs, but they come with restaurants. I wonder if there's prefab scenery buildings. There are. Can we go Western? Oh, well, look at that. Oh, there's not much. What is this? That's kind of cute. I wonder if we can put one of these down somewhere just for funsies. What's this? Yeah, we could throw one of these in as well. Just toss that in the side there. If you're placing things haphazardly like I was, just kind of like, oh, here's a thing here and there. What's this? I don't even know what those are. Banana trees or something? Yeah, if you just like kind of tossing things around. I do wish there was more Western scenes. That would have been nice. But in a month, we're going to get community workshop sharing. So that's where things will get interesting. We'll have people make these Western prefabs so that we can throw them about our parks. So with the foliage and the rocks, I was able to make a lush green oasis and make things pop in terms of color and vibrance. Probably went a little overboard, but hey, everything was pretty underwhelming before, so I might as well make things overwhelming. So as we come into the park here, I have extra rocks and scenery and foliage. We come into our confetti please Jerry area. There's a lot happening here. I got some buffalo. I scaled up the beavers. We got some Canadian beavers here. I don't know why they're part of, well, maybe I don't know where I got them, but anyways, my camera keys are probably way too sensitive. So in the future, if I do like a park spotlight, I'm probably going to turn the sensitivity down because it's a little bit overwhelming how quickly it moves. So I'm just going to try to like take a few steps and then look around. But as you can see, it's all immersive now with lots of scenery. To cover all of the areas of which we actually place stuff down. I put some rocks back here, enclosed it all. We got trees. It's actually kind of theme parkish. It's very decorative. Even though it's just a bunch of trees and rocks, I like it. And for 20 minutes of just like, hey, you know what? I would rather do something than have nothing. Let's just see what we can do. And tossing some stuff in. These are the things that we just placed. I probably sunk this one down too low, but it's okay. He's in quicksand. He's trapped in quicksand. But what I really liked, I added all these rocks. And just an FYI, you can scale these things. And yeah, there's some massive boulders. You can literally make terrain out of rocks. And I love that. And because it's using the Unreal Engine, if you put down 1,000 of these, I'm pretty sure they have the same tech that the Unreal Engine uses. And the way the Unreal Engine works is if you put down, I forgot to theme up here. Oh well, if you put down 1,000 rocks, it only renders it as one. It has this like duplicate instancing tech, which is really freaking cool, which means it's super optimized. As I said, I was locked at 30 FPS and I don't know why it's locked at 30 and not 60, but I'll have to look into that later. But with all of the theming that I just added, I'm still getting a solid 60 FPS. So what I did is I didn't like how these platforms were floating. So I fully integrated this one into boulders, which is cool because that's like the net that catches them. I really like that. And then I tried to do the same thing with this one, but I had some, you know, spiky bits come out. So now our little slingshot ride, as you guys saw in the previous videos, it was looking kind of silly. And now it looks fully integrated into the scenery, and I really like the way that that looks. And it gets me kind of excited to see what people will do in the future, especially because I did all of this and this in 20 minutes. And it's much easier to get everything down and then just kind of do a pass after. Just like a brush pass of the stuff, just blah, 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 blah. And while I might have gone a little bit overboard and it's a little bit crazy, it looks much more vibrant and inviting and much more like a theme park now. And I think if you put a lot more time and effort into things than I did, just quickly plopping things down for 20 minutes, you can really get something looking special. And like I said, like this little area here, it looks and feels super immersive now. Now that the ride is basically integrated into scenery and there's no collision problems, you can make it crash right into the ride. So you could do ride skins like we do in Planet Coaster, but you can do them to Impossified rides. And that's really, really cool in my opinion. And everything's still running really nicely. It's looking really cool. And I'm actually quite excited that, you know, for a campaign mode, I never had a theme park in Planet Coaster campaign look this good in this short of a time. And honestly, in Planet Coaster, you get like one coaster and a few flat rides down and it's like mission complete and you never feel motivated to keep going on. And in Planet Coaster in particular, building stuff takes a long, long time. And there were like no prefabs on release. So you had to build everything yourself. And I think for the casuals, you can get really nice looking parks in this game really quickly compared to Planet Coaster. But I think Planet Coaster wins in terms of the details, the controls, and just the polish and the high fidelity. So there's a world where both these games can coexist, but they both offer something different. The reason I liked Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 so much was, in fact, I could build these massive mega parks in just a few hours. By the time you get to October year 8, you got this massive park with dozens of roller coasters and flat rides. You even did all this theming and stuff, and you could just really whip things together super quickly. And when I moved over to RCT3, things slowed down a little bit. Then you move over to Planet Coaster and things just come to a crawl. Literally, to make a park in Planet Coaster, it takes people years. I'm not even kidding you. Some of the best parks we've seen took people years. And then look at Project Planko, the park that I'm building currently with the community. While we put down a massive area of a city so far, the frame rate's already at 20 FPS because the engine can't handle it's an older engine and it can't handle the amount of assets that we put in. But it took over 100 people creating stuff for that park and me putting it down and making content. It took us 2 months with 100 people working on it to get just half of a park. It's not even halfway done yet. And here I've put together something pretty sprawling in just a few episodes, a few hours. And it's kind of compelling to look at. It's cool. Now, I'd still say like these animations feel like they're going too fast. I'd like to think things to slow down a little bit. It's going a little too crazy. Gravity's not really functioning the way it should. There are some gripes that I would like to see improved with the building tools. All things that I'll talk about for developer feedback. And, you know, just like when you're placing something down, you can scale things, but like you can't, there's no hotkey for it. So you have to like scale it, place it down, and then it's really all the refinement tools. The moment you start using them, you lose the mass, the ability to spam. So like, for example, if I'm placing down trees and I want to scale this tree and I place it down, I can't just, there's no hotkey for scaling up and down, right? That if I could just hold shift and then drag my mouse and it just shrinks and goes, you know, if I hold shift or something and drag it one way and the other and it just shrinks and goes up and down, I could just rotate, shrink, but now I got to go over here and I got to change that. And then I got to place it over here. But it's still nice having these options to be able to do this stuff. It's just a little bit clunky. And then the moment you kind of like, you want to go delete something and you go back into your scenery, you've lost all of your filters and you have to go back and find all the tags again. And it doesn't memorize what you were doing. So a lot of the times it's easier just to place things down the way they are. But then as a result, you can see all my cactuses are like the same height. Cactus, they're all the same height. There's not a lot of variation or customization that I've put onto the things that I've put down when the tools actually allow you to do that. So the tools are there to do interesting things, but the moment you engage with those interesting things, it becomes more difficult to actually work with. And then you start going into the more tedious time, labor, consumption things, and it becomes more and more like Planet Coaster. And I think there's a few hotkeys and a few things that they could change, but generally speaking, I got something cool going really, really quickly, as you can see here. And now these areas are looking kind of fun, and I don't even know, like this is just scenery. Like I was trying to mess around with like a few of these Western props and stuff, but it seems like it's going to take a long time, especially because there's no like world access and object access. Sliding things around gets super tedious. So I think with some refinement and future updates, all of these tools are going to just be butter smooth and super intuitive. And if they start inching towards what Planet Coaster has done in combination of what they have currently, it actually becomes more intuitive and more fun than Planet Coaster. That's kind of exciting to me. I always think that the coaster designs and certain aspects of this game will always fall behind, but it also excels in its own way. And again, bringing back to what I said at the top of the video, I think there's two worlds where these both exist and do different things. Different strokes for different folks, right? All right, so since I was building for 20 minutes, I guess we built up 8 amazement rating. So we can go ahead and impossify something now. Looks like we're hitting the net, we're going into debt here, which isn't a good thing. Let's see what's going on here. Our profitability has slowly started to go down on some things, which I don't really know how to fix entirely. Like, they all love the ride. They think it's a bargain. So maybe this is just too cheap. I'll make it $5.50, but the throughput was so good that I made it cheap on purpose. You know, there's nobody actually going on it. It's like, well, what do I do to make them go on it? I don't really know. Can I impossify it one more time? No, I can't. So yeah, let's see what we can do here. Is the least profitable thing. Other than that, I don't really know how to fix that. I don't want to impossify the coaster. I want to wait, but can we impossify this one more time? There's that, and then the Kraken ride. I think we should impossify the Kraken ride, if anything. But first I want to see if we can... Okay, we can't impossify that a second time, so we're going to do the Kraken. Let's do it.
Our giant animatronic Kraken has over 24 points of articulation per tentacle.
Wow.
Each of which has to work reliably underwater, which is why it was an utter nightmare to build.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, just look at this. This is satisfying. The backdrop, the colors, the theming I put in, the rock work, this really crazy animated ride. It's the small things. While the coasters may not excel, the flat rides in other games kind of suck. And I think there is... The lasting appeal of these flat rides may not be long-lived. And I realize that. We see this ride, we look at it, what it's doing, and we're like, that's really, really cool. The first time. But I do think it still has that replayability because we can find ways to add scenery to this and make ride skins. So we could do a ride skin contest and see how we can impossify things manually. And that's where the replayability would come in. When somebody learns how to skin this thing and turn it into something extra special. So from my understanding, you can impossify this one more time, but we just don't have the points to do that yet. But that should help us with our income issues on that ride in particular. Yeah, again, this one here, let's see what the guests are saying about it. They love it, but why aren't they going on it? They thought the bargain was good, but nobody wants to go on it. Is there a way for me to like promote this ride? Structure is expected to be profitable. What is this? Enables, disables, loss notifications. Huh. I didn't even realize you could color these. That's cool. Another layer of customization there. Yeah, so it's being underused. How do we fix that? This is where the theme park management stuff should be fun. Now, if I make it $4, will that increase its usability? Because that's the only like knob that we can turn is the price. I wish there was something there we could add like marketing for this ride, or like coupons, like when you ride this ride you get like a free burger, you know? There should be more knobs and whistles to turn to make it more exciting. Yeah, is there some music we can change to it? Because all I can do is change the price, and that's not very great in terms of options. All right, well, that's that for now. I did mention that we unlocked our new research. So what did we get here? It was the general... It was this. Need Fulfillment 101. So now we got new vending machines, luxury toilets, small ATMs, bench bundles, and new shops. Burgers, hot dogs, delicacies, mineral water. I guess we already had the bubble tea. So now we got to make a new food court. And I'm thinking with said food court, we should add in a new ride, but I don't think we have any that we haven't placed yet. No, we don't. So the ride will have to wait. Is there anything else we can build? Okay, I guess we're just doing shops. And can we filter by Western? There we go. The hot dog. I want to see the hot dog shop. Well, I do want to add some theming. So why don't we... right click to delete path would be incredible. I want to ride up here, but I also, yeah, we could save some room over here for a ride. And then I think for now we can do our shops down this little strip. That should be cool. Let's work from there. See, that's what I hate. I lost my filter. So that would be a massive quality of life improvement right there. So we got our hot dogs. Hot dog squad. Let's do burgers over here, actually. And then see if we can get hot dogs over here. Ooh. Okay, that's not gonna work. That's okay. So the hot dog building is the same as the burgers, but that's okay. Some little bit of repetition. And this is what I needed to complete the challenge. A fancy, fancy place. What are they selling here? Ooh, bacon and waffles? Or maybe that's syrup, I don't know. Donuts, chocolate chip muffins. Really cool. Here's a look at our hot dogs. I quite like these shops. While they are just generic, it would have been nice to see some branding, like Planet Coaster does the Chief Beef. This is just generic. It does give gives us room to come up with our own branding. Could quite literally make my own hot dog squad and Chief Beef. I can redesign those things. So I think it's not a bad choice at all to just say, hey, like, we're gonna leave it up to the player to come up with their own branding. That's quite fine. So we got mineral water. This is supposed to be Western theme. Oh, did I not put my Western filter on? Bubble tea, mineral water. Oh, cool. We could have like this little church chapel on the top of the hill here. I like that. I don't think we had soft drinks down below, so we can do a soft drinks as well. And then we got these new and improved vending machines, savory snacks, and large drinks. I mean, we have drinks beside the drinks. So just in case things get a little busy, we can have some drinks beside. Oh, we can get a little ATM in here as well. Sure, sure. Oh, sweet snacks. That's kind of fun. Yeah, let's put some of those in. What else we got? No souvenirs yet. Oh, we got the luxury toilets. Oh, you know what? Every time we go through these tabs, we lose our filter. That is frustrating. Yeah, like I said, quality of life needs to be improved across the board on a lot of these tools. It's not making the game unplayable. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so we can do a manual rotation. See what it's doing there? So we have to kind of like bring it up here, then bring it over, and then rotate it, and then we can make our own path. So we have our luxury toilets. Can we hook a path up to that now, please? Oh, that's weird. Ah, got it. Yeah, now we have a whole food court up here. We're gonna go put our benches in, and we unlocked a bench suite. So we got like all sorts of crazy different style benches. What is this? Flying device benches? Management camera, free for. I mean, we can put some of these down, because why not? Just as a bit of different theming. They're a little bit like steampunky. Not mad at it. And since they have such a long walk, probably not a bad idea to have some alternating undo. And when you do the undo key, you lose your selection. So that's another little thing there. So we can put some bins in between, and then some bins in here. It's probably too many, but that's okay. How's our park rating? Our cleanliness is still pretty high. We're plummeting. Our roller coasters are costing us a lot of money. And what's the throughput on these? What do they think of my ride? It's amazing. It's amazing. It's a bargain. It's okay. Okay, let's turn it up to $5. Maybe even 6. We're losing a lot of money off this coaster for some reason. Yeah, that is the one thing. It's like the only knob that you have to tweak to make something more or less profitable is just the cash. And if they're just not going on the ride, whether it's expensive or free, what do? What do you even do? I don't know what the solution is there. So now we have this little area. So what we can do, just to jazz it up, I'll do what I was doing before. We go our nature, desert, and then we got all these little palm fronds and palm trees and interesting little things. Just put like one here and there, put some smaller ones on the edge, a couple around here, one up there, and then there's that's pretty good. Then maybe a couple cactus. But see, I'm not scaling them because it becomes kind of annoying. I wish there was a hotkey for it, but it's actually not that bad. It just takes a little bit more patience. And I was finding it was doing a couple other buggy things to me. Depending on the object, it was like deselecting the group and making me find the filter again. So these actually rescaling the trees doesn't seem too bad. But the rotating, it only does the 4 rotations. And if you want to rotate it like this and then move it, what ends up happening now, I had it so it wasn't sticking to the ground anymore and they're floating. So that was a little bit interesting. So there's these little quirks in the control scheme and the design of things that will take some getting used to and figuring out like little solutions and workarounds for the things that are slowing you down. But obviously it's not too bad, as you can see. Just throwing in a little bit of decorations here and there. Not too bad. Now we have this like nice little decorative themed food court area at the back of our park at the top of the mountain. Hopefully this will draw some guests in. Once we have a ride up here, it'll be more worthwhile, but we're technically just waiting on our research to complete. Sophia's lab. But why does it say that the bar's full? See that? The whole thing is orange. Well, in order to get it going, we just need, I think we need a few more janitors because the cleanliness isn't quite there. Or actually I could have impossified some janitors. Maybe that would help. But I like saving my impossification for fun things. Now, we're losing money again. What are we losing money on? Toilets, ATMs, coasters. Yeah, we're losing a lot of money. Whew. Maybe I have to impossify this coaster. It's just costing us so, maybe that is the solution to fixing it. So we're almost have enough. So we're gonna go ahead and impossify this coaster. And what it doesn't do anything like particularly interesting other than allowing us to add another hook to it. Yeah, see, now we have an additional hook. Hyped up station comes free when you impossify the coaster, but we can, oh, so you can change it to other things, but we just don't have those requirements met. But the hyped up station did increase our fun, our profit, and our amazement by 2 stars each, bringing the total stats of this coaster up to what? Where's our stats? A 5, 4, and a 5. From a 3, 2, 3. That's pretty big. Now, hopefully, the guests will like it more. How come we don't have mechanics in the park? How come we don't even have the option to hire mechanics? There's only 1 mechanic? Oh, is there anyone that's not very efficient? What is this? He's not very efficient. We're gonna fire him. How do we make him more efficient? Maybe we can impossify him? Where is he? Huh? Are you the one? You're not very efficient, but we don't have any impossification juice. So if I give you more money, it increases your efficiency. Neat. How do they get more energy? Oh, we need staff lounges. Staff lounges. Yeah, we definitely need a staff lounge up here. Let's do that. I'm wondering if we have enough staff lounges because we had one over here as well. So I think there's one centralized, but do they have like a max capacity maybe? Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. Oh, wow. You can change and overwrite the prefab. That's so cool. That's actually incredible because you can place shops down and then add prefabs and swap the prefabs out. So if you're like, oh, I just want to change this whole thing from Western to sci-fi, I can swap out the prefab. Wait, what? Or do I got that wrong? Oh no, I think I'm trying to save it as a prefab. Never mind. That would be a great feature and I don't see why they wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah, that would be pretty incredible actually. Wait, why is the build and open one delicacy shop? I just did. It's right here. Wait, yeah, it's right here. Can I move it? I don't know how to move it. I don't know how to move this. I built one. It's open, but the challenge isn't complete. On the top of this plateau. We're gonna undo that. Let me grab a new one. Oh, this one's like a shark. Milestone accomplished. I got the challenge done. So it was just bugging out for some reason. So we could just get rid of that one. So our next challenge is to gain 1,000 income per month, but we're at a net loss of 1,400 income per month. And I'm not sure why. So let's see what they think of the prices of things. It's a bargain. So I think we can increase the price of some of these rides depending. Yeah, they think that's a bargain too. So I'm gonna just increase the price of a lot of these flat rides by a couple bucks. Yeah, $2 each. Very interesting because yeah, they think it's a bargain. You would think that the prices by default are set to be pretty fair. In fact, they're undervalued, and we are going in debt. So in order for us to get out of debt, 750, that's a lot of money for that one. Not a lot of people going on it either. What about this guy? Yeah, they think it's a bargain. I don't know what to tell you, people. Can we do a park entrance fee? Maybe like 10 bucks. But the thing is, with other theme park games, if there's a park entrance fee, they start to expect to have lower prices on rides. But I need some money back. We had so much fun. The fee is okay. It's a bargain. I think for this one we'll raise it by like $1. And what are they thinking of our slingshot now that we've fixed it? There's still not a lot of people going in line. They think it's a bargain, so quite okay. We had a lot of fun. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot I can do here. $5 seems fair. That's pretty much all my rides. Now I just have to hope that my profit, we turn a profit. Let's go to our heat maps. Profit. Yeah. It just seems like certain things are just bad investments. This coaster was these shops are awful. They're not turning a profit at all, but it's because they have such a long way to walk to get to them. That was probably just a bad location, really bad location for food. They have to go out of their way. I wasn't really thinking about park flow. The challenge told me to build a shop up here, so I thought, why not make a whole food court? That was a mistake. Unless you have like a bridge taking you to more rides. So in order to create traffic flow, I should actually do something like that. Maybe we can... originally I wanted my coaster to start here, but maybe what we can do is start it up here. Forcing them... Yeah, that might actually just be like a solution. Well, our profit's not negative 1,400 anymore, so something worked. So we might have to demolish a bench or two. Maybe a tree. And let's see if we can make a bridge. Whoa. Okay, come on. Yeah, well, big ass curvy bridge. We're gonna have to go as high as we can possibly go, I think. Look at that. Oh, wait. We don't own this land. Undo. Undo. That scared me. Redo. Yeah. Unless I put the coaster station here, and then we do, like, this crazy bridge down. It's gonna look a little bit silly, but, you know, whatever drives the traffic, right? Actually making the walkway go over top might be kind of neat. Yeah, we'll put some railings on there just for safety. Going over top of the flat ride, I kind of like that. It might actually, like, glitch out. It might crash a little. I don't know, but it is what it is. And from here, we can take our railings off. We can make our coaster station here. Oh, look at that. Negative 600. But what I was scared about is it said if you're in the negative for 3 months in a row, you lose the game. Negative, negative, negative. Are we about to lose the game? Oh, but we just turned a profit. Right. Okay, so maybe you don't... It's cash flow negative. So because I banked up so much money, it doesn't matter if we're losing money per month, as long as we're not losing cash flow. So because I had saved up so much cash, we could afford to have a few bad months because we're still net positive. That makes sense. So if you're going into the net negative cash flow for 3 months in a row, the chances are there's no turning it around anyways, and then you lose the game. That sort of makes sense. Okay. So yeah, look at, have a monthly income of at least 1,000. Negative 1,580 out of 1,000. Build and open a flat ride marked on the plateau. Which one? Oh, it wants us to do one over here now. We just so happen to have a path up here. I guess we can connect these two together at some point, if not right now, because it might drive traffic up to my little fancy restaurant area. And then we have a coaster here, then it will drive them to go up here, and then they can hit up a flat ride when they're done. Yeah. I really want to start building the coaster, but I need some cash flow to do so. But we're almost out of the negative. Now I'm just hoping if we go to our, what is it? Profit margins. Yeah, so there's nothing in the red yet. So that generally should indicate that like nobody's complaining yet. This one's got massive profits. I think we should Impossify this one because people seem to like it so much. And these are not doing so hot, but that's just going to be what it is. That's probably where we're going to be taking a hit from there. But if people love this ride so much, we're going to have to Impossify that next. Okay, I think since this is the last objective, I could just plop that down and be done and wait for our cash flow to go up. But I really... Wasn't there an objective at one point that said to run a coaster through here? Oh, interesting. So the challenge is you only have to beat a certain amount of them before they kind of disappear. Oh, and I totally forgot about our team goals. Where's those team goals again? Where are my team goals? Mission briefing, team goals. I forgot about these. Oh, Impossify 4 entertainers in the western area. Well, we don't have juice. Activate and fulfill the hooks requirements backwards ride, comet, and ups and downs. Oh, you would have to make a very specific coaster. Make $250 on mineral water sales. Okay, I think that's the one we're gonna have to go for. Because I'd have to make a very specific coaster for this. This, I don't have enough juice. I'd need 4 Impossification juice. So this goals thing, it's kind of hidden. You definitely have to check up on your team once in a while. I feel like there should be a button somewhere, like maybe right next to your amazement button, there should be like a little team button. Click that and bring us to that menu, because oftentimes you can forget about the goals tab back here. But yeah, we can try to get $250 on mineral water sales because we do have our mineral water here. Now, is there any way for me to attract them? Because we have we're not profiting over here, people. We need some more entertainment up here. Yeah, I don't know. This ride seems to be bringing in a lot of cash, or maybe we just need to make another one of those. I don't know. Can I make a flat ride up there? It just seems redundant to me to have 2 of the same ride. So I'm kind of running out of things to build. And at this point, I'm forced to make coasters. I think we're just gonna, we're back in the cash flow positive. We're just gonna YOLO this. I'm trying to hit escape to save my game. It's not working. We're gonna go top right corner to do that. Yeah, what we're gonna try to crank out a coaster. And I'd love to do a winged coaster, but I don't think it'll fit through these mine shafts. So we're just gonna do another standard coaster. This is where I feel like the game really lacks, to be completely frank. Only having 3 coaster choices really limits creativity. I mean, massively limits creativity. Just more options is always good, but they did say they're going to have more coasters in the expansion packs, and I think that should be their biggest focus right now. Really. I really do. So we're going to drop this down out of the station just a little bit so it builds up just a little bit of momentum coming out of the station, and I'm going to, from there, we're going to make this... Oh, I was thinking about the elevator. It would be kind of cool to do an elevator out of the station. I wish I had the cannons unlocked, but we have an elevator unlocked, so why not do an elevator? I don't know how it's gonna work if we do it like here. Let's... Oh, that's so cool. Oh my god. All right, that's not what I expected it would do, so I'm gonna undo, and we're gonna build the elevator right out of the... Actually, can I edit this boarding station? Station size. Ooh. Yes. Train pass number 1. Launch speed. Oh, we can turn that up. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter because we're going straight into an elevator. I would like to add multiple trains to this. Cancel. Yeah, let's go straight into... Yeah, there's no like... Okay, we're going to go straight into an elevator. How high do I need this thing to go? Let's go about that high. 40 meters. Sure. And then from there, we can start having some fun exploring this canyon. Let's bring it right down. That's much better than a lift. An elevator, it's kind of awesome. Let's be real. All right, we're gonna navigate this canyon. I want to be able to bank that turn. So I have to have either a node here. Yeah, probably a node here. And then we're gonna ease into here. Get another node there. And I want to bank it this way here. And from there, ooh, we can do this massive arcing banking turn through here. I might need... Yeah, we're gonna have to yaw this. I might need a couple more points. I heard this dot 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 dot. Something happened. Ooh, that's not good. That's a bug. It's okay though. I didn't realize I was that high up. Why did the support stay? Okay, it disappeared. Good. Dot 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 dot. I might have beaten the objective. It says I need to pitch this. That's yaw. What's pitch? And now we pitch it down. Yeah, make it dive a little bit over the hill. Well, now we're getting kind of close to our other coasters. So, oh, not what I want to do. Rotate. Oh, it ran out of speed. We're going to have to put some, actually, you know what? I got an idea. We're going to come up through here. Just as it runs out of speed, we can hit some, hopefully it has enough speed to get over this. We can hit the launcher. Yep, it has enough speed. Great. So we can actually launch it through this western town, which should be pretty interesting, to be honest. That's a lot of speed coming through here now. We can have a lot of fun with this. Cruise on past here. Definitely want to jump through that. How am I going to do a dive like that, though? We're going to have to go up, turn it, pitch it, drop it. Yacht. Where's my yaw? I don't even know if this piece is going to work. It works. It works. It definitely works. What's happening? Still getting used to these controls. Are we actually going through there? It looks like it. Come on. I got to get the right angle. There we go. It's kind of fun. That's kind of where I was thinking of coming back to the station. But we can't end on that. We can't end on that. So we'll come back up and around again. Coaster test failed. Oh, it crashes here. Interesting. We actually like failed the test. It's good that it notified me of that and I didn't keep going. Okay, let's see if we can fix this. Yeah, I mean, I can see why that happened. Okay. Like I said, you need to edit these things as you go. Maybe it just needs, I don't know how you're supposed to smooth this. I might have came in here a little heavy-handed. I mean, that should be better. That piece is very like, so what I need to do is like bring this in here. There we go. It's not too bad. I'm not mad at it. Maybe we can start the bank a little earlier. Just give it some breathing room. Let's see if it makes it now. It had some red there. We could add a point and then we can bring that point up and bank it in. Just trying to think. Yeah, that's a little bit weird. Can I delete this point? What's the yaw? Yeah, I made it a little bit of a jank here, and I don't know how to fix it. And I would like, here we go. If I just delete that piece and then connect these two, it might try to create the better transition for me. It's not the best, but hey, it ain't terrible. Okay, we are going to have some fun. We're going off rail. Wait, is this working? Nope, that didn't work. Oh, that elevator. Off rail. Wait, what? How come it's not working? -2 meters. Height. We need 0 meters? I don't know what's happening here. The off rail is not working. Okay, that's all right. We're just gonna have to ride the regular coaster track through here. I just wanted to explore the western town. Can we do it now? Oh, I think it's working. Kind of weird though, because I have to select the button every single time. And why is the pitch off? I want to go over this bridge. Yeah, I have to push the button every single time. Can we do a launcher? Oh, we don't have the ramp yet, which kind of sucks. Oh, look at that. We can just actually rollerball over this bridge. Neat. I'm digging it. Very cool. All right, let's see how much speed it has coming up through here now. It's going down to 19. Oh, it lost speed now. Since when? Let's try this again. Retest. Goes up the elevator, goes around there, launches. Okay. Oh, it crashes there. Too much speed. That's unfortunate. What we can do, whoops, we can delete this and we'll just make it do a little bit more off-roading, or maybe not even off-roading, just regular coaster. Bring it up around. Get the pitch just right. Yeah, so if I bring it all the way around, one big hard loop. Yeah, now that's a little bit more restrained. Although we're gonna have to come up here. Actually, we can go down. Down would be even cooler. Although we kind of destroyed our western town just a little bit. But now it should make it. 110 kilometers per hour. It makes it through there with no red. So we fixed that, apparently. Comes up through here just fine. Still traveling at 80 miles an hour. We're going rollerball mode up here. And it crashes here. Okay, let's see if it crashes now. Might have just needed a little bit more smoothing. I think it should be fine now. Woo! There it goes. And across the bridge. Oh yeah, that's awesome. All right, the last thing I want to do before I bring this to the station is I want to bring it through the mine train. So we're gonna actually do something interesting. I'm gonna launch it through the mountain, right through here. Can I get it through here? We might be able to go through here. It's a bit interesting, but hey, whatever. Okay, How do I get it to there? Yeah, I'm gonna do this as a big banking turn, and then down and around and through. It might crash there though. I might have to pull that back. Yeah, that's gonna definitely crash. I gotta go through this mine tunnel. I think that'll work. It doesn't look too janky. I wish you could transform it into a minecart. Can we drop this down just a bit? But we can go back into roller balls. Ah! Roller ball, off-road. Okay, this will be interesting. Yeah, it's wanting to... Can I turn collision off? What was that button? T? Oh, yeah, that totally worked. Oh, no, it turned it on. Oh, tunneling is T. I think we're... Ugh. Ugh. This is so janky, but it kind of works. Yeah, I just wish I had the jump piece. All right, we did something. Now I just got to bring it back to the station and call it a day. But I do want to refine some of the turns a little bit. So we will do that at the very least. How am I going to get through here? Coaster test failed. We'll figure that out in a sec. I just need to get this track back home. Okay, that's looking a bit bad. Okay, where did it fail? Where did you fail me, coaster? Let's retest it. Throw it into 8 times. Launches. Go 2 times. Making it through here. Rollerball mode. Down through there. It's going through here. It's launching. That's a launcher? Train holding time 0. Supports. Change launcher size. Target speed. Why didn't it... Let's see if that works. I didn't realize you could set a holding time on these. We can turn this one off too. There's also a rock here that I'm gonna have to delete. But that launcher didn't seem to actually launch it. It actually like slowed it down. That's what I'm not understanding. It says the target speed 77 miles per hour and it completely slows the coaster down. So the launcher's like not working and I don't know why. We're gonna try it again. Okay, she's coming through here now. Launch. Yeah, it like acts as like trim brakes or something. I really don't understand that. Maybe you can only have like one launcher. Whatever, I'm just gonna connect it then. And then just clean this up a little bit. The tunneling, did it actually work? I think there's like a rock there. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna give the coaster more momentum if the second launcher doesn't work. Comes up at 45 miles per hour, comes to a crawl right here. So the only other thing I can think of is bringing this launcher back, change launcher size, and then we bring up the target speed so that the original launch has more speed. Let's try that. Yeah, see, that one stopped and then it launched, whereas the second one did not do that. So maybe it just has trouble like coming from a rollerball state to a launcher. I'm not entirely sure what's happening there, but now it has much more momentum coming through here this time around. Okay, and it's going through our tunnel, back through here. Now it does 45. Oh gosh, I have to relaunch it. God darn it. Does it have enough speed to go through our little village? Oh, just ran out of speed. Would you look at that? So again, change launcher size. Oh, that's the max. I might have made it just slightly bigger. My only other option is to lower this ever so slightly. But can it... I guess I can lower the track underneath and then lower this one. And now I really got to crank this back to the station from here. I think it's going to make it. I feel like we're in luck. We just had enough momentum to finish our coaster. Let's see. 8 times. Bit of a crazy coaster, but kind of fun. Here it comes. Right back into the station at 35 miles an hour. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, it does look like it's running multiple trains on the coaster now. So the elevator seems to be how you get more trains on the coaster. So instead of one big one, it's like broken it up into several and it's lifting up chunks. Coaster failed. I don't believe you. It failed just coming back into the station? Like the trains crashed in the station? I think that's what's happening here. Every train stopped moving. Make sure the train has enough speed to make it back in. That one goes, launches, that one goes, launches, that one goes, launches, that one goes, and it doesn't make it. This little last segment, it's like a singular car. Oh, weird. Okay, so this seems like a change station size. So it's just, yeah, so the 10 cars, we want 9 cars. So it does 3 segments of 3. It was doing a singular segment of 1, and that little 1 wasn't making it. And this actually has better throughput now because coaster success. Good. Okay, last but not least, we want refinement on this coaster. So just gonna throw some banking in. Simple banking. I'm not gonna go too crazy, but I just want this coaster to have a bit more smoothing, and I don't want to spend all day on it. I think the track layout is somewhat interesting. While not world-class by any means, it's certainly is somewhat of an interesting build. Yeah, that seems okay. Now it comes up through here. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Up and through here. I want this whole thing to bank. We also have a rock in the way, but in order to bank that, I'm gonna have to turn this here and then this one here, and then it comes kind of into this town area banking. Kind of clips through the ground here. What is going on here? T for tunneling. Why are you doing this to me? It's working on one side, but not the other. Okay, it's just gonna run through the terrain a bit. I think we can fix that with terrain editing tools. And then we can pitch. I think it might still... I think it might just still be in rollerball mode, and that's why it's doing that. That's a bit smoother of a curve. And if we pitch it, it's weird because you have to select the node in order to smooth something, but by doing so, it also tries to move it. Yeah, sometimes. All right, now it goes rollerball crazy. So I'm not going to really smooth the rollerball stuff because it should be it can't bank. So, and this looks a little bit off to me. So I'm going to pitch it here, transition that nicer. And I think we can pitch it this way. It seems fine. And then coming out of here, I want to bank it all the way through here. And that means we're gonna have to bank this one. I'm okay with the outward banking there. That seems fine. And back into the station with one hard banking turn. And I can bring it in and up just so we don't hit any of these buildings. And then we're gonna hit apply. And then we're gonna go around and make sure all of our little props and scenery pieces aren't crashing with the coaster. So I saw there was a few areas where it looks like terrain might be an issue, like this tree here. This building is sort of a problem. Can I select the whole thing? Can I select the whole thing without selecting the coaster? Oh, nice. That's smart selection tools. I like that. Very nice. We can come through here. We have a rock in our way here. It's a rock that I can't select. That's interesting. Thank God. All right. Looking good. We got a rock here to go. Now we have terrain in our way. So where's our... Oh, interesting. Does this scenario mode doesn't have terrain tools. So I can't really do much about that. A slight unfortunate situation there. I'm going to assume this stuff is... Oh, that's all one group. Just going to assume that it needs to be moved slightly. The rest seems okay. This looks like it's in the way. I can't select this for some reason. Get rid of that. I'm fine with everything else. It's kind of fun. We can get through there, through there. That might be a tight squeeze, but still good. I think we can get through all that quite easily. This rock here should be okay. Bit of a tight squeeze. Looks good. Let's test our coaster. So I think there's an official test mode. Safety test. There we go. Ride camera. Here we go. Is this the first person perspective? Why does this train seem so... Oh, weird. That elevator's quite quick. I mean, compared to a lift hill. Yeah. We got a bit of a jank. Could use more smoothing. But I spent long enough on this to not care too much now that we're at the end of this scenario. For this scenario in particular... This is our second coaster. That's a bit of an issue, but I might be able to turn supports off. Oh, it did not crash there before. I don't even know where that was. Okay, it was like right about here. Oh, it's because I overbanked it. Interesting. It kind of didn't like me banking it all that hard there. But, that is curious. I think what we can do is we could rotate it inward, soften the extremeness there. It is a bit janked. Where's my pitch? Okay, it's not red anymore. It's coming through okay. Okay, now the only thing I really want to fix is this. Undo. It has a support right there. There we go. Better. Okay, let's try this again. Let's try this again. Official test mode. Ride camera. Here we go. Yeah, I really wish the camera didn't snap around so much like it does. I wish it was a smoother experience. Because other than that, I wouldn't have, like, a whole lot to complain about. Other than the fact that there's a limited amount of coasters. But if there can't be a plethora of coasters, because if they have some things to work out, like the snappiness of the camera, they need to work that out before they go and add more coasters. Long before they add more coasters. Ooh, I don't know what happened there. But you know what? The game didn't care, so I don't care. I could definitely spend a lot longer on tuning this and getting it right. But the general exploration is pretty good. And it didn't crash, even though it literally crashed in our perspective. It didn't actually crash the coaster. So I might just leave it, because I'm feeling pretty accomplished on this scenario build overall. That's a bit of a jank there, but you know what? It's fine. It's a rideable coaster. We can hit play. We're no longer in the negative. So we just need to get people on this ride here. We need to make a queue. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Ah, it's doing it to me. It's okay. We just work backwards. We just work backwards. That really needs to get fixed. It's a bit of a shame how many times throughout this campaign I've said that needs to get fixed, that needs to get fixed. Because that's what betas should be for, people. And look, I cannot delete paths anymore. The demolish tool stopped working on pathing. So that needs to get fixed. And in order for me to fix that so I could delete paths again, I have to restart the game, which is kind of lame. So we can color this, and I'm gonna go for like a red. Yeah, we got our orange coaster over here, our beige one. We got our red one over here because it's extreme. And let's check the hooks. Wait, I thought we just did the safety test. I swear to God, we did the safety test. I'll just do 8 times speed, let it go. Let it go, let it go. It's a fun play space. This little town and the canyons, what they did with the terrain is pretty cool. Okay, so it passed the test. Now we add our hooks. So look, what's the most interesting ones? Or what gives us the highest rating, if anything? Highest, oh, you can do high amazement rating. Adults won't like this. Bumpy ride. Bumpy ride's a 3 fun and a 2 amazement. High profitability. Wow, 4-star sightseeing tour. 4-star profitability. I'm going with that. Yeah, and then once we Impossify this, we can add another. So what is our final results on this? 4 profitability, 2 amazement, 3 fun. That's fine with me. We need to make money in order to beat the scenario. So in fact, maybe there's a hook. Let me see here. Bumpy ride. Maybe we can change that to something else that's really profitable. What do we have? Yeah, so we can either go 3 fun and no amazement, 1 fun and 2 amazement, but we end up with a 6-star profitability. When you select the station, you can set how many times. Oh, but we don't have that. It's kind of weird that it lets us do that though. Chainless. Okay, I'll do the comet. So now what we end up with is adults love it, teens relish it, but we have 6-star profitability, 1 amazement, 1 fun, which is fine. This is just like the money maker, hopefully. And then we're gonna charge like, I don't know. Yeah, $10 seems fine. We need to make money. Let's open her up. And now that this is open, hopefully guests will actually come up here as well, because they can cycle from here to down to there. We already see people walking up here. Actually, they're all staff. And I guess what I can do down here is, oh, you know, did I put a bathroom up here? I think I put luxury toilets, didn't I? Okay, so I'll put a bathroom up here. Actually, where's my Western? And then we'll just put some benches and then a couple bins. Maybe this will draw people to this side of the park, and then they have the option to loop around. I'm hoping anyways. Let's put it in. Let me also save the game now that the coaster's built. And I'm looking at my recording, it says 1.5 hours, so I'm hoping I chop this video way down, but this might be one of the longer ones because I want to finish this episode. And we also have Impossification, so I think I should Impossify Hyped Up Station. There we go. Now we have an 8-star profitability. What was it before? It was a 7? 6. So we brought it to its maximum profitability, but it's still pretty fun and pretty amazing. That's great. That's really great. So we just need people to come ride it. Make $250 off mineral water sales. Why have we not sold any mineral water over here? How do we get people over here? We're gonna have to like impossify this. We need one more star of impossification. Maybe we can impossify that. Here we go. We got our first guests. Go, have fun. I quite like this elevator thing. It's not going. It's probably waiting for more guests, which they're not coming. But hey, we're getting some traffic over here now. Still just workers up here. The coaster's not going. Is there a way to set like, what do they think? They think this is a bargain. We had so much fun on Coaster 3. Really? It hasn't even left yet. Is there a way to say like leave without waiting? Oh, they're having a great time waiting. Yeah, I don't know how to like set a minimum ride interval. That's kind of lame that you can't do that. It's just gonna sit there and wait for people. Let's see what happens when these guys get on. I just think my ride just stopped working. I invested all this time and effort into this coaster for it to just not even give a crap. Look at, they're waiting in line. It's something completely borked out. We tested it and everything. It seems like the elevator's derp. I might have to close it and open it. And we're finally getting people in line. That's frustrating. And they already paid their ticket fees. They're gonna be pissed. We had so much fun. Oh, they turned back around. Pay twice. You better pay twice. Give me your money. Go. Get on the ride. Please go up the lift. Hey, it worked. Now this one's gonna get stuck, I bet. This is bugged out. Okay, thank goodness. I don't know. It just had a first run hiccups, I guess. There it goes. Our crazy canyon runner. Well, I don't know how the heck I'm supposed to get to... Oh, I only needed 1,000 monthly income. So hopefully... Let's see what they think of the prices on this. It's okay. The ride's okay. They think it's a bargain. They're truly amazed. They just gotta attract more people. Hey, look, they're sitting down. Hey, look how long they sit compared to Planet Coaster. This is great. That was on 3 times speed. Hey, they're going again. They got off the ride, took a break, went again. And they're paying 10 bucks a go. Does my other ride have anybody in queue? I mean, people are going to it, but it's not like a lineup. Okay. We're dealing with something now. And if they're happy with the value, we should start... Oh, we just hit 1,000. Oh, it went down to 900. But the roller coaster upkeep seems so high. I mean, if people think it's really fun and it's such a bargain, we might be able to crank up the price to 12 bucks. I mean, it's attracting people. Yeah, we're out of flat rides. I need to impossify this mineral water. Mineral water chapel. What the heck is this prefab? This looks so weird.
They call it mineral water because it contains essential minerals like magnesium, zinc, and sodium. Drinking it is a way better way of getting them than licking the metals, especially sodium.
Oh, look at that!
It would explode.
Oh, we're on 3 times speed. I like they're shooting into the air. That's a waste. We're supposed to be drinking it, people, not wasting it. It's still kind of crazy. I like it. They did a really good job on the animations. And just the designs of things are kind of fun. Can we get people excited about this now? Are they going to come up here for the impossification? What we need is a ride up here. How are we doing on visitor feedback? Oh, something's going on with this balloon ride and my coaster. The fee is very high. Oh, sorry. Let's make that $4. What are they thinking about this one? The fee is okay. It's a bargain. They're amazed. So much fun. Then why is why is it in the red then? Visitor feedback should be good because they're giving me good feedback. I do think some of these aspects could be improved a little bit, but we are now turning a massive profit. We should beat the mission right now. I think this coaster is exactly what we needed. Unfortunately, we're not going to get the mineral water sales. They just don't want to come up here. It's too far. So learn from my mistakes, guys. Basically, if they have to go out of their way for food, they won't. There needs to be, like, they won't even come from this ride all the way over here. Yeah, they don't care. So you need to make your food courts centralized around all of the rides. They will not go out of their way for food. But this scenario baits you into making food up here, and I guess you kind of have to build a ride first. So the unfortunate thing is, for me, I ran out of rides to build. I've done them all, and I don't want to make 2 of the same ride. I just feel like, you know, that's kind of lame. So this was a big failure up here. And in fact, I should probably just close them down because it's costing... Yeah, the upkeep will stop if I close it down, right? You would imagine. I'll keep the water open. But these are all costing me money, and they're not getting any visitors. So I could delete them all. Does it cost me upkeep just having them there? That's what I'm wondering. Just them existing. I guess we'll find out in a second. Oh, we're at 999 out of 1,000. Are you kidding me? And I haven't been able to upgrade Sophia's lab. I think it caps out at 4. My park appeal has gone up and down. And yeah, I haven't been able to level it up since. And there's not much more you can build. Like, unless I make more coasters, I have everything that the game allows you to build in this park so far. And that's kind of where it ends. So while it is, I think revisiting, I think a New Game Plus would be massive for this game. Being able to come back and play this map again with everything unlocked would be awesome. Because yeah, there's no more flat rides I can do. Sitting here waiting for Impossification amazement is really hard to do because I can't add more stuff. So the speed of which I gain amazement is going to be based off of how much I could put in my park, which is also very limited. So it'd be very, very grindy to impossify everything. And unless I just keep making more and more and more coasters, I'm very limited on what I can produce. So yeah, and for whatever reason in this game, it's like the guests don't like riding the coasters. It's funny because the biggest complaints that I've seen from this community is that the coasters need more work. And even the guests agree. They do not. When RCT won, the moment you built a coaster, the queue just filled up. And that is one of the most satisfying things to do in RCT is just fill up the queues on coasters and just watch how your coasters bring in so much money. And coasters were the money makers. Flat rides were the bonus. This game has it backwards. Really, really, really backwards. But here we go. We freaking did it. Build and open a flat ride. Oh, we have to do this. Okay, let's do this real quick. Whatever, we'll put this up here. Wait, with a rating of 4 or higher. With a what? A profitability rating? Okay, we'll put this up here. And we're doing a path to here. And we're doing a queue to here. Done. Open it. Did it not work? Hello? Hello? Does this ride not meet those requirements? Build and open a flat ride marked on the plateau with a profitability rating of 4 or higher. I just did that. I did it. I did the thing. Don't do this to me. Okay, maybe if I move it. Ah, there it goes.
You ever see a park like that before?
Wow.
I've certainly never seen one which took such risks. Mark my words. The Carnival Logistics Oversight Group will have something to say about those new ride designs.
Oh, look at the
Whatever
blimps.
they've got to say, they can say it to my face. Like I said earlier, I'm sticking around. Besides, they might be able to say what rides we can have. Can't do anything about our boardroom.
Oh. Wow! We're actually flying!
Wow.
Ooh, I hope this table is sturdy enough to tie a bungee cord to.
Ah, now I understand why you put in an expense claim for some parachutes. Well, this will certainly make getting to our other parks easier. Glad you're staying aboard,
Cute.
Sophia.
Next time accomplish team goals for all characters to reach maximum rating. Oh, wow. So I didn't even get let's go to the main menu. I didn't even get like the 5-star, whatever it is. Yeah, so there's oh wow. I didn't even realize that was the thing. I could have done that, but I guess do you have to accomplish that before finishing it? Even though I put all that time and effort into it, I have to go back and replay it if I want the achievements and the 100% completion. But that's actually kind of impressive to me because some of the team rating stuff was actually kind of hard to do. So I gotta say, this recording here is at 1 hour and 40 minutes. I'm gonna try to get it down as far as I can, but there was at least 2 other episodes before this. So I must have played this one scenario for at least 4 hours, at least. And in Planet Coaster, I was beating them in less than 20 minutes. And I was just like, let's just get this over with. And I was feeling this let's just get this over with thing with definitely ambitious beginnings. I beat that in 10 minutes. Then with this one, I was like, okay, let's just get this over with too. But I tried to have the most fun with it, and I started to have fun with it near the end. Then moving on to this, everything changed. This was a really, really fun scenario. I did the theming, I built all the rides, I played with Impossification, I made a couple really cool coasters. I mean, kind of cool. I could have put a lot more time and effort into into this, but I still put a lot of time and effort into this. It was at least a 4-hour scenario, and you know, I was going as quickly as possible, but like I still took my time enough to theme things, to make a couple cool coasters. I could have rushed it and done it in half the time, but I didn't want to get sloppy. Like, I want these videos to have some you know, some value. I don't want you guys to just tune into videos where I'm rushing through everything. Place, next. Let's just see what the next mission's like. No, we actually want to play the game. With that being said, playing the game, you can double the amount of time I put onto that scenario. In fact, you kind of need to put more effort into that because I didn't even get the 3-star objective. So you have to put more effort into it. And that being said, they're only going to get harder from here and more detailed from here. So they did say the first 2 missions were like tutorials. That was true. So there really is only like 6 scenarios in this game. However, there are minimum 5 hours playtime. So you're looking at a 30-hour plus experience. Just looking at these, like, this looks beautiful. We're going to Asia from the looks of things. And this is some beautiful tropical paradise islands with lots of water. Make some water rides. Some industrial dams, make a city or something. What is this? That looks beautiful. Wow. That is absolutely gorgeous. And another desert-like map to finish things off. Very cool. So yeah, you're looking at least a 30-hour campaign if you like somewhat take your time. And I think you could put up to 60 to 100 hours into it if you really, really pushed it. So as a campaign game, and I loved RCT1's campaign. Just adored it. It's nice to see them putting that much effort in because Planet Coaster was underwhelming in terms of campaign. This is where this game excels, in my opinion. That was a very, 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 very good mission. I had a lot of fun with that, and I haven't been able to have fun in a theme park campaign since Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, and I really only played, no, I didn't even play the campaign in that. I gotta say since like RCT days, the originals 1 and 2. So it's been, I don't know, what, 20 years since I've gotten to really enjoy a theme park campaign, and there's more, a whole bunch more coming with the DLC. So yeah, I have nothing but positive things to say about what I just experienced there, and I cannot wait to jump into this map here. So I'll see you guys all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of the game so far. Is it starting to come around on you? Are you starting to change your opinions? What do you think? Let me know down below, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye now.